Hello there guys, MBZ here. Got a match against MikeyFalcon1, otherwise known as M-Bear, and he actually posted this one on the MoshPit just recently, so definitely go check out his version, and here we go. Let's start off. So I'm using the same team that I built recently. Lead off with my twin rover, and he leads off with this Mamoswine, which is the signature life orb Mamoswine that he's been carrying recently, and it's been doing him quite well. So he goes for the Ice Shard right off the bat. Obviously he thinks I have a sash, so he wants to break it. So I set up my Reflect, knowing that he's going to be physical, and knowing that now I can take any hit from him, and he can't hit me with his Stab Earthquake. Ice Shard's not going to do anything at all, and even if he goes for the Stone Edge, he won't kill me. So I know I'm safe to set up the light screen, and I know I can live it, meaning that I can use this guy for an explosion later on, or even now. But I know he's going to go for the Ice Shard. There's no doubt about it, and if he didn't go for the Ice Shard, then you know, that would be kind of a poor play early game, unless he was predicting a switch, and if he did predict a switch, that would be good. But just goes for the safe Ice Shard, not a problem. I take it with my mill tank, and the leftovers come, and now he's gonna have to either switch or, you know, stay in an Earthquake. But I have Reflect up, so it's not gonna do too much. So he decides to go out to his Hippo and set up the Sand, which is kind of frustrating for me because, you know, it takes away my lefty's gain and such. But I get my rocks up for free, which is brilliant, and I'm thinking that he's probably gonna try and set up rocks of his own, or set up something else. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure he's going to go for some of his own rocks, switch out to Twin Rover, because I do not want to lose this guy. I want to use him for a bit of explosion, and I know that he's going to slack off, but there's nothing else I can do. Thunder Wave is my only other move, and it won't hit him, and all my screens are already set up, so I have to explode. And I get the crit, which was pretty big, because that explosion would not have KO'd the Hippo from that health, and if he'd slacked off, he would have kept his Hippo, and it would have been quite a different game, I think. But yeah, that was pretty big, the fact that I got that crit right there and his Hippo went down. So now I'm thinking, what do I want to go to? I'm not sure, you know, what he's going to bring out. I'm thinking he's probably going to go to his Mamoswine, because most people would go back to their leads. So I decide to go out to something to take that, which is my Cannon Rock, which is my Zapdos. I don't know why I went to Zapdos, but apparently I did. In any case, I have the superior switch in here, meaning that he's fearing the Thunderbolt, and I have light screen set up, so he's not going to go for Ice Beam. And so I set up my agility as he goes to his Snorlax. Now, I know that Snorlax is, you know, this is his offensive Snorlax, is to be the Josh, which, you know, carries like double edge and stuff, and self-destruct. So I decide to sub up, thinking, you know, maybe I can get a free sub here, and maybe, you know, I'll be able to take a hit. He actually goes for the Curse, which is great for me. It means that, you know, I can stay in here and baton pass out, and hopefully get into something with some speed. You know, I've got two guys I can go to. I can go to my Empoleon to sweep, or I can go to my Heracross. Obviously Heracross is the far superior option against a Snorlax, so I go straight to it, and I think he double edges here to get rid of the sub, and he does indeed. The sub goes away, but I do activate my Flame Orb, meaning that I now have +2 speed, as well as the Flame Orb. Unfortunately for me, my light screen and Reflect have both worn off by now, meaning that I can't take any hits, and I will not live a hit from a +1 Snorlax, most likely. Even if I did, I don't think I would, because he has Life Orb, and, well, he doesn't have Life Orb actually, and you'll see why later on he doesn't have Life Orb. But he has that offensive boost, and he's got loads of, you know, stuff like that. So here I made a poor play. I went for the close combat, and I really should not have done that. I should have played it safe, gone for the Facade, because, you know, I think Facade probably would have taken out Snorlax anyway, even with +1 defense at that HP. So that was kind of frustrating, because it means I now get the defense drop, meaning that I'm open to attack from a Ice Shard, Life Orb Ice Shard from this Mamoswine, and I will die because I have the defense drop. So that's really annoying. I got all that set up, I got my burn, got the +2 speed, and Mamo just stayed in my way, which is real pain. I mean, I really wanted to explode on it with the Zelf, but it would have killed me with an Ice Shard, so that's just a real pain. This thing is still around, and it's really frustrating me now. So he goes for the Ice Shard. Seeing as I don't have my Azelf left, I can't set up any screens anymore, which is kind of frustrating, but I do have my Physical Wall Mill Tank, who is going to take the hit relatively well, and this Mamoswine is kind of just being a pain. I know he's constantly being taken down by Life Orb damage, and if I keep switching around enough, then, you know, I can probably take that. Somehow he carries Superpower. I didn't even know Mamo got Superpower, but amazingly for me, I decided to milk drink there just to see what he would do, because I knew he would hit me first. So I lived on 6, and I was like, holy crap, that was ridiculous. So now that he has got his defenses and attack dropped, I doubt he's going to be staying in for a second superpower. So I'm just going to stay in here, get my health right back up to full, go for the milk drink, and that should leave me in good stead to take on whatever guy he brings in next, which just so happens to be a Snorlax. Now, here I was thinking, I'm going to go for the milk drink first of all. I'm at full health. I know that I can live any hit he tries to hit me with, apart from self-destruct, which I'm very much fearing, and I do not want to let him get one of those off, because if he does manage to get one off, then my milk tank is gone. He is down in the dust. So here I decide to go for the body slam and hope maybe either I get a crit or power hacks or something to stop him from self-destructing on me, because that's going to be a real problem. I need milk tank. So I body slam him and I get the power hacks. I was like, oh my god, that is so broken. But for some reason he doesn't self-destruct and goes for the double edge. Now I was quite confused about that, because I was thinking he knows he's going to die, but why is he staying in, and why is he going to, you know, let his Snorlax, you know, take that hit and not self-destruct? And here I find out why. It's because he runs a very cunning Snorlax set. The item, which I thought was Life Orb before because I wasn't paying attention, was in fact a Kutsap Berry, which means that if you are in a low range of health, 125 or whatever for Snorlax, then you basically go first. The berry activates, and he activated the berry, went first, and self-destructed on me, which was easily going to take me out. So I was like, holy crap, that's one of the most awesome things I have ever seen. I don't even care that I lost Miltank for that, but just to see that Kutsap thing work when he was paralyzed and about to die, that was just freaking awesome. So I go out to my Snake, and his Mamoswine is still in, and I'm thinking, you know, he's probably going to go for the Earthquake. I know that I probably should recover here, but for some reason I decided, you know, I'm just going to go for the Surf. I probably could have recover stalled him and made him die from Life Orb eventually, which in the end would have worked out well for me, because I would have been set at some good HP. And it's kind of frustrating that I didn't do that, but one mistake on my part really does cost me slightly. So, you know, I'm not sure what he's going to bring in now, but I know whatever he brings in will probably be able to take out my Milotic, seeing as it's at such low health. Brings in Jirachi. I'm thinking, you know, he might be specially based, he might be Life Orb, Scarfed. He goes for the Grass Knot. I'm thinking, okay, so if he's Scarfed, he's going to be locked into Grass Knot. So I'm thinking, I don't know who to go to right now. Here I make some pretty poor plays. This is probably what cost me the match in the end, is the fact that I go here to Zapdos thinking he might be Scarfed and I might be able to live a Grass Knot, he might have to switch out. Unfortunately for me, he is MikeyFalcon, and the Jirachi set that he carries does not, you know, have a Scarf, does not have a Life Orb. It is in fact an Expert Belt set, and it is mixed, and it is faster than Zapdos, and it does take me out. So I was like, so here I'm thinking, well, if he's mixed and he has that Expert Belt, he must have some sort of electric move. So I'm thinking, I can't go out to Empoleon, I have to go out to Heracross, because there's nothing else that can really take that sort of hit. For some reason, Heracross comes in and dies, and that was a huge misplay on my part. If I'd kept Heracross, I probably almost certainly would have won the match, because his last guy was a Scarf Metagross, and if he locks himself into something, he would have been screwed. I mean, if I'd kept Zapdos, it would have been much better, but as you can see here, he only carries Fire Punch and Grass Knot to hit me with, and my M-Penguin, you know, he's like MikeyFalcon, M-Bear, M-Penguin, that's what the sort of idea of the name was. Goes for the Hydro Pump and it misses, which wasn't really that big, because by this point I was pretty much set to lose anyway, as he had the Scarf Metagross with Earthquake, so that Hydro Pump miss didn't matter whatsoever. So I do hit him the second time and he goes down, but he is going to bring in his Scarf Metagross this time, and if I had played the game right and kept Zapdos, and he would have been forced to either go for a move that tries to hit everyone and wouldn't have killed everyone, or something else, but he has to go for the Earthquake here. It's going to kill me, but if he had done that and I'd still had Zapdos, then I would have dodged it, would have taken him out with some Thunderbolts, and that would have been the game. But you know, it didn't run that way, and he takes the victory. So great game, Mikey. Make sure to comment, rate, subscribe to him. Go check out his version on the Mosh Pit, and I will see all you guys later. Goodbye.